Hello friends, how are you all? I hope so all are good and all things are also going good and well. So yes, yesterday we will finish our chapter number 5, which is according to new version of NCERT, and today we will start with the chapter number 6 according to new version of the NCERT. I am said that I will not mention the chapter number here because some follow old version and some will follow new version of the NCERT. So chapter name is there. The living organism characteristics and habitats. Characteristics and habitat of living organism we will discuss in this chapter. So yes, shall we start the chapter? Are you ready? Okay. Vacations. Yeah, I know all of you enjoy the vacations. But unfortunately vacations are end up and school will start now. Yes, I know. So we will not going anywhere. I'm just writing these things for understanding the concept of the chapter living organism. Okay. So yes, I'm starting. Yes. So come to the point of the vacations. Okay. We will not go anywhere as I am told to you. Yes. First Rishikesh. Have you ever visited Rishikesh? There are hills, Ganga river, holy river, our Ganga river, mountains, so pretty, so pleasant. You can say so pretty and so pleasant environment. Yes. So if you visit through Rishikesh, then you will see that there are mountains. There are mountains, river. Okay. And if you visit a different type of trees as compared to the plain area. As compared to the plain area where we lived. Okay. If anyone belongs to a hilly area, then I am not telling for them. I belong to a plain area, that I am telling that the trees in the Rishikesh are different as according to my plain. Yes. Next. Then again after some times we will visit to Rajasthan. If we will visit to Rajasthan, then we will see desert. What we will see? The desert, camel. Main things. Desert, camel, hotness in the weather. Hotness in the weather. Okay. So different from Rishikesh. Rajasthan is totally different from Rishikesh. And after some time, if we will visit to Puri, that is a beach area, we will see sea, beach, crabs, fishes. Yes, these things are present in the Puri. And in Rajasthan, these things are present. And in Rishikesh, these things are present. Okay. So we will see these things, and by doing this activity, what we have to do? What we have to learn about the living organism characteristics and habitat. Yes, we will learn a main important point, and that point is that the different regions have the different habitat, different organism, different characteristics. That means in our all India or all over world, each and every place contain a living organism. If it is a very small or if it is very big. Okay. If you throw some soil from the park also, then you will see there is some ant living there. Some ants are all living there. So there is no place where there is no living organism. Okay. In very small place also. Yes, if you do an activity to your home also, then if you open your cupboard and you think there is no one who have the breathable or you can say living organism, then also you will see a small spider or some small, you can say ants or insects are present in your cupboard also. So each and every places contain the living organism. So yes, from these points we will discuss, we can say that organism is present everywhere. What is organism? The living creature. Living creature. Organism is living creature. It is present each and every place in the world. It is present each and every place in the world. Okay. So is there any place where is no organism? No. There is no place where there is no living organism, or you can say living creature. So each and every place contain living organism. So no place is, I think so in whole world there is no place where no organism is present. Okay. So our next topic of our chapter is organisms and the surrounding where they live. We have to discuss the organisms and the surrounding also. Yes, will you see any camel in Rishikesh? Or will you see any crab or fish in Rajasthan? No. You will never see this thing in different areas. That means the organism will living only there which area environment suit them. Okay, so crabs and fish are always obviously present in beach, and camel suited for Rajasthan, and mountains and rivers suited for Rishikesh. So this is our next topic, that the surrounding where they live. In desert, camels. In mountain, goat and yak. In puri, crabs. That means each living organism or each living creature have their own, you can say, have their own surrounding, own environment. So which environment or surrounding suited them, they live only that area for a comfortable life. Okay. If you have a camel in Rishikesh also, yes, camel survive, but he may not be comfortable as much as he in the Rajasthan. Okay, so camel is only suited for the Rajasthan, and crabs are only suited for the beach areas. So that this is these things indicate that organism have their surrounding fixed. They have their fixed surrounding where they have the comfortness. They only live that places. Okay, so these things are all clear by an activity. So we will learn science with fun activities and with many more joke cracking. Okay, if I crack any joke on you, please don't mind. I'm just doing this to entertain you. I'm not doing my lecture so boring. That's why I'm doing some points in between. Okay, and if I'm doing some points in Hindi also, then also please don't mind. So have you any problem in this topic? Only I am discuss that organism present each and everywhere in whole world, and they have a particular surrounding or which comfort them. Actually, the surrounding which comfort them, they live only that surrounding. That's why in different areas, different animals are there, different food are there, different dresses are there. All things are different in different region. If you visit just from Delhi to Haryana, then also there are difference in you can say language, taste, clothing, animals. All things are different into a small regions also. So that I am just telling you that different regions have the different things. Okay, so we will come to next topic. Okay, take a look. So yes, next topic is habitat and adaptation. What is the meaning of habitat and adaptation? Yes, we will explain this, but firstly we will discuss the topic in form of some examples, or you can say some activities. So yes, we will travel to sea, and we will travel to desert also. So in sea we will, what things we will see? What things we will see in the sea? Yeah, which I speak sea is this, and sea is this. So these both are different. Okay, see, that means what we have to look, and see, that means beach area, sea. So in sea area there is fish, there are saline water, and the air in water. Yes, look here. Sea, in sea area, what things are present? Fish are there also. Fish, or you can say crabs also. Fish and crabs are all present in the sea area. The water is saline water in the sea, as we all of know that. In the last chapter, in the chapter of method of separation, we will study that by the evaporation, and by the process of evaporation we will get the salt from the saline water of the sea. So yes, in sea saline water present, and they take the air from the water to breathe. Fish and crabs and all have, you can say, aquatic plants or animals take air from the water to survive. Take air from the water for survive. Okay, they have this streamlined body. Yes, fish and crabs have this streamlined body, so that they can easily survive in the water. They have these slippery scales that will help in their movement. They have this slippery scale that will help in the movement in the water. And in the last chapter I discussed that there is a jerk. There is a jerk in the movement of the fish, that used by the head and tail. Firstly, head will move this side, tail will at the rest, then tail will move at this side, head will be rest, and this will help in the forward direction. Okay, I think so you will remember this thing. I will explain in the last video. Just before this video, we'll see from the playlist also. So yes, streamlined body, and they will help, slippery scale will help in the movement. Movement will happen due to the presence of the jerks. And yes, they have gills also, fins and gills also. By the presence of gills, they will take oxygen from the water. By the presence of the gills, like our lungs, we have lungs for breathing, fish have gills for breathing. Fish have gills for breathing. Okay, this is the part of the sea. This is the part of the sea that you will observe that fish have the streamlined body, saline water, take oxygen from the water, take air from the water to survive. All things they have from the water. Okay, that's enough for this topic. Now we will come to the desert. Now we will come to the desert. In desert, what you have to see, there is a camel. What we have to see, in desert, camel is present. Camel body structure is like this. I am explaining by second part. Camel, he will breathe in the surrounding, take oxygen from the air in the surrounding, because camel will not under the water. So he will take the air from the surrounding. Okay, he will take the air from the surrounding. Camel body structure. How the camel body structure of camel is like that, he will survive in the desert. The body structure of camel is already as like he will survive in the desert. Long legs. Why they have the long legs? Because due to long legs, he will keep the body away from the heat. He will protect them from the heatness of the desert, or you can say the sand present in the desert. Okay, so long legs will help the camel to keep away from the heat. Small amount of urine he passed. Smaller amount of urine camel passed because he will store water for many days, because in Rajasthan, as we know, there is a less quantity of water present, and many days without water. And many days without water he can survive. Yes, there is a big difference in between sea and desert area. All the animals in the sea already present in the water, and in the desert camel live many days without water. Yes, so this is the difference between two areas, two regions, and this difference will tell you the habitat and the adaptation. Okay, I will tell you the proper definition of this thing. I am doing this flow chart to understand the concept of the habitat and the adaptation, because now I am writing the definition of habitat and adaptation. So you don't have, if I am writing firstly the definition of this, you will confuse what is this, what we have to write and what we have to learn the concept. So firstly I am telling you the concept of like this, so that you will learn easily. That's why I am making this flow chart. I am doing my best so that you remember all things very easily and for a long time. So please like and subscribe my channel. You said na, I will do effort for you. Please do effort so little for me. Okay. So yes, come to the definition of habitat and the adaptation. Take a look. Yes, so definition of the habitat is where organism live, the place where organism live. That means our home is our habitat. That means our home is our habitat. The place where organism live is known as home. As example as home, we will live at our home now. So our habitat is our home. Dwelling place, that means our home. See, which we call sweet home. Home sweet home. Yes. The thing we provide food, water, air, shelter and other needs which we have to complete in our daily life. So a habitat is the home of the organism. Habitat is the home of any organism which gives the food, shelter, water, other needs which he required. So this is the proper definition of the habitat. Where organism live, that means home, dwelling place is home, provide food, air, shelter, water, other needs. Okay, so two types of you can say habitat are there: terrestrial habitat and aquatic habitat. Terrestrial means live on land and aquatic means live in water. Okay, terrestrial means we come and terrestrial our home. We will live on the earth now, so we are terrestrial habitat. We have the terrestrial habitat, and fish, crabs, or each and every plant or animal which will come in the water, no, aquatic habitat. Okay, so terrestrial habitat, the thing the person, animal, or you can say the organism living on the land. For example, forest, grassland, desert, mountain and regions. Okay, these are the examples of the terrestrial habitat, and the examples of aquatic habitat are lakes, rivers, oceans, seas, all things which where beach area, or you can say the animal and plants which live in the water are having the aquatic habitat, and the animal and the plants which live on the land are terrestrial, having the terrestrial habitat. There are two type of habitats, and this is the definition of the habitat. And think so this is enough for the habitat, because before this slide I am explaining you the concept of the habitat, that sea and the desert. Fish have different habitat and camel have different habitat. That means camel have the same, camel have all features, have their body, long legs, less quantity of urine throw away from the body. All things are these as according to their habitat, that is Rajasthan. Fish taking oxygen from the water, having streamlined body, having fins, gills, all things. That means fish have the things as according their habitat, and their habitat is aquatic habitat, sea, ocean, lakes, etc. So I am explaining that two different activities only and only to clear the concept of the habitat, that where organism live, that is known as the habitat of the organism. And there are two type of habitat, terrestrial and aquatic, living on land, living in water, and examples are also there. Yes, so we'll come to the next point. Yes, so now I am explaining you the biotic and the abiotic factors. This is a small topic between the habitat and the adaptation, because without this and this we will not able to understand the adaptation. So let's focus on the biotic and the abiotic. Yes, biotic, plants and animals living in a habitat, that means living organism living in a habitat are known as biotic. Okay, living organism living in a habitat is known as biotic, and non-living things such as rock, air, soil living in one habitat is known as abiotic. Clear? So biotic is living organism, as simple in the language. Biotic is living organism and abiotic is non-living organism. Clear? So yes, come to the adaptation. Adaptation, the environment, the surrounding which we will adapt, that means accepting the environment, the things we will accept during our living surrounding. Yes, I am living in the plain area, so I just adapt the nature of their place. Yes, so for some time there is winter, for some time there is summer, for some time there is a rainy season. So my body adapt these all things, these all abiotic factors my body adapted. So this is the adaptation, that means environment of the you can say environment of our surrounding, or abiotic factors of our surrounding adapted by our body is known as adaptation. Okay, so adaptation doesn't take place in short time. Adaptation will not change and take in short time, because abiotic factor also changes in very small time, very slowly. Sorry, not small time, very slowly, because abiotic factors are also change very slowly, not very fastly they change. So adaptation doesn't take place in very short time. Adaptation will take some time. You can say some. If you change your place from one place to another, then also you will, if you come from your nanny house to your dadi house, then also for one day you will not able to sleep comfortably. You will also take one day to adapt the bed of their houses. So same as here, adaptation doesn't take place in short time due to abiotic factor, because abiotic factor changes slowly. Okay, if you adapted that surrounding, then you will live. If you not adapted that surrounding, then you will die. Same as the organism, if this adapted the surrounding, they will survive in life. If they doesn't adapted the surrounding, they will not survive in the surrounding. Okay, if you adapted that thing, you will live. If you not adapted, then you will die. So I think so it is clear. Biotic, living organism, abiotic, non-living organism, adaptation, that you have to adapt our surrounding. Biotic, all things factor you have to adapt it in your life. If you adapted, you will live. If you are not adapted, you will die. Okay. So yes, for today this is enough. We will continue tomorrow. And tomorrow we will discuss the terrestrial, aquatic, all habitat in very detail. Just revise up to here. Okay. Thank you.